Hey, Fit Fam. So look, I'm just going to wait a second and see who jumps in to have a bit of a chat with me today, which is really exciting. I'm super pumped to be able to bring you this amazing topic today, which is welcome pack ideas, and you know why it's important to actually have a welcome pack, and then like I said, what the hell to put in one, right? Now I'm just going to point out the elephant in the room first and foremost. I am very aware that I've got this kind of two-way thing going on at the moment. All right, I haven't forgotten to put makeup on this side. I've done that very deliberately. So the other day I actually got hit in the face. I think you can see just a bit of a black eye there, with a soccer ball, and my eye is actually swollen like in the socket. So although it looks like not too bad on the outside, right, on the inside it's a bit swollen. So hence why I only have makeup on one side of my face right now, just to point out the elephant in the room while you're all coming in. Hello. So it's just because I don't want to irritate this side anymore, just while it's healing and stuff like that. So instead you get to talk to me today looking a little bit clockwork orange, right? So pay no attention to that. Just look at this side of my face if that's okay. But look, anyway, let's get into what today's topic is all about, which, as I said, is why we need to have a welcome pack when we're running a challenge, why it's good, and then obviously what the hell to stick in it. All right. So look, the first thing that I'm going to say, why it's important to have a welcome pack is because we're humans and we love tangible shit, right? Like we just love it. We love a freebie. We love something that's, of good value. We love things that we can touch, things that we can take home. We love a good gift or a present, It almost goes back to the days of, when we were children and turning up, to a kid's party or something like that. And what was the best bit? The lolly bag that you got to take home, right? So apparently as adults, our psychology hasn't really changed much. We're still that, kid who wants the bloody lolly bag at the end of the kids' party to be able to take home and dig in and see what's actually in there, right? And so that's kind of one of the reasons why it's super, super important to have a welcome pack when you're running a challenge, all right? Because people love tangible freebies, tangible shit that they can take home, they can dig through and feel like they've got something for nothing, feel like you're adding that little bit of extra, care and oomph into your challenge, all right? So now, what do we put in a challenge welcome pack, So there are lots of different ideas, and I'm going to go through a bunch of them today with you. Some of the stuff that I've always put in my welcome packs. So back in the day, I was a gym manager. I ran a lot of big gyms and things like that for a long periods of time. We would run challenges. When I actually left running gyms, do you know what I actually did? I would literally, my job then was, self-employed, going around to gyms running their challenges on their behalf. All right. And so that was literally my job, was just to run challenges, and I was amazed how happy a lot of gyms were to just kind of hand that across, go, you take care of it. But the thing is, when we have our own businesses, like I know many of you do, it's so important that you're kind of doing all of this stuff yourself, just to make your clients feel like, you're really clocked in with them. You're going through the journey with them, and make them feel like they're getting value for money, because the more they kind of feel valued as a client, as a customer, then the more accountability, the more motivation they're going to have. We want to keep those things high throughout a challenge. And so the welcome pack at the beginning is just one way of doing that, and a midway amp up, which I'll make another video on another day about midway amp ups, is just another way to keep that accountability, that motivation, that drive nice and high in our clients, because we all wax and wane, right? Just in life in general, all right? So look, what I used to and still do, put in my welcome packs from, years of running challenges on behalf of other gyms, years of running them in gyms myself anyway, as a manager, as a trainer, and all the different things that I've done, and still now as a nutritionist. The first thing that I would put in there is obviously, you get a nice little goodie bag, that you can buy for $1 or 50 cents or something at the $2 shop. Get everyone a nice colored bag, just so they look like you've taken a bit of time and a bit of care to actually put it together. And the first thing that I would do is obviously put in nutrition plans and a food guide. Now, most of you guys know me, you know that that's a part of what I do now. I create all of the tools and bits and pieces and, nutrition and lifestyle content that basically I wanted back in the day when I was managing. I create that for you guys now, branded as your own, as if you created it yourself. We're not here to talk about that, but just for the record, that's the kind of stuff that is the first and foremost that I put in there. All right. So on the Saturday, if we kick off a challenge on a Monday, then on the Saturday before the challenge, I always get everyone together, for a measurement day, some fitness testing, different things like that. And that's when I give out that welcome pack, all right? So on the Saturday, they get their nutrition plan and they get a food guide. So I'm going to show you just an example, all right, of something. So this kind of a thing, this is actually a nutrition manual. So this is something that I would give out depending on the challenge I was running as well. So this for me is actually, it's massive, right? This is all the different seminars that I would teach in challenges. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just have your nutrition plans and your food guides and those kinds of things. But it's nice to have it sort of printed up in that sort of format, bound, glossy cover. You can see it's catching my light there. Color front, and I always do black and white interior. This happens to be a color one because it's my copy. But black and white interior because printing costs a bit of money, right? But again, if you've got people who are meant to be following a nutrition plan in a challenge, then you want them to have it in hand, right? Not just send it. Meal plans are a little bit different. That's a conversation for another day. But if they're doing nutrition plans, you want them to have the nutrition plan and food guides, in hand, again, for accountability. So if you were giving them out on the Saturday, on the Sunday, they can go shopping, get all the different things they need ready to kick off on Monday, and smash through their goals. So the number one thing really above everything else that's kind of I get not no excuses, but it's like I would never, ever, ever have a welcome pack that didn't have their nutritional information in it, first and foremost. All right. And printed and ready for them so they can just stick it on the fridge so they can, put it in their kitchen, whatever they need. That's the first thing. All right. Everything else from there is just fun stuff, right? That's kind of the important thing that they need. Everything else from there is fun. All right. Now this is kind of some of the fun stuff just to get your juices flowing, your creativity flowing, think about the people in your existence, whether it even be, some of the clients that you have, right? Generally, other businesses are more than happy to provide, donate vouchers, discount vouchers, all that kind of stuff. Discount vouchers, samples was the other word that I was after. Whatever it might be, it's such a great idea. You can go to other local healthcare professionals, like massage and things like that, and see if they'll provide people with, maybe a free massage. That'd be nice, or simply a discount voucher to be able to go to that masseuse. Again, or other health professionals in your local area. Allied health professionals are always looking for, connections to make, and if you can, potentially donate some exercise back or a discount voucher to your own exercise so they can give to their customers, then you've got, a nice little referral thing happening right there, and all you're trying to do is actually just put some goodies in your welcome kit, right? So some other things I'm going to look over here and show you. This is one that I actually always did back in the day, being a nutritionist, being a health multimodality health professional. That's the easiest way I can put it, so being holistic has always been important to me. So I make sure that I always put, some tea and things like that in it. All right. So this is Puka. This is an organic tea that you can get at all kind of, nice health food stores and stuff like that. It's pretty inexpensive. All right. So there's about 20 tea bags. Let me show you. So there's about 20 tea bags just like this. If you can see, 20 tea bags, in one box. A box costs about $5, all right? So that's about a $5 box for 20 tea bags. How inexpensive is that, right? So you buy 2 boxes or however many you need for the amount of people that you have in your challenge. And I always kind of throw in 2, one of this flavor, one of that flavor, all right? And so that's a nice little goodie just to be floating around. So you've got your nutrition plans, maybe a food guide, something like that. You've got some discount vouchers, supplement stores love doing discount vouchers as well. I used to walk into Nutrition Station. They would give me 20% discount buzzers almost. They weren't even like a card kind of thing. They were almost like a fob, you know, like to be able to get in a gym. It was like a fob that was a 20% discount voucher. And I used to be able to put those, you know, into my welcome packs. So think, as I said just a minute ago, think about the other local businesses. You could go to a health food store and see if there's something that they want to provide. And if not, you know, grabbing some really delicious holistic teas is just one example of a thing that you can throw in there quite inexpensively. Alrighty. Now, another thing that I always like to do is, you know, something like this. So, yes, I'm an Arbonne girl. No, I'm not here to sell it to you or anything along those lines. But these are fizz sticks and these are a natural energy. So great for a pre-workout. So again, go to like a supplement store and get something along those lines, or talk to somebody, you know, who potentially has a side hustle or side business, because that kind of thing is really great as well. And it's related to obviously running a challenge, doing exercise, holistic health, you know, more energy. Everybody wants more energy. So if you can provide something, you know, a couple little samples like that, you know, a couple of those to go with the tea bags, you know, thrown in the welcome kit. Beautiful, right? With a little bit of information there or something like that. Now, somebody else actually came up with this idea and I thought it was amazing and I went, wow, I've actually never done this, but it's totally, totally perfect. Everybody in this day and age, you know, knows somebody who's doing essential oils, right? Everyone. We all know somebody who's doing essential oils, who is on the essential oil bandwagon, and that is totally fine. Because the amazing thing is that they're always trying to find new ways to be able to get their products out to people, and to be able to get them out in mass is amazing as well. So this is something I went to a little activity day actually, and this is why when I heard this is an idea for welcome packs, I went, holy shit, yes, of course, that's a great idea. So I went to like a particular activity day or whatever it was, where I actually got a little pack to walk away with, and this is some of the things that I got. So this is like natural shampoo and conditioner samples. This is deep blue, so you can see there you go. This is actually like deep heat basically. So, you know, we all know deep heat for after exercise, you know, putting on your muscles and stuff like that. Again, how good is that? Like related to fitness, exercise, workout, holistic health. And another thing that I got at this activity day, I can't even tell you, it was just the most random thing I just went to one day and happened to just get a whole bunch of free goodies, which is always amazing, right? Is something like this. This actually is essential oil. I think it's ginger, I'm pretty sure. Let me smell. Amazing, right? And so that's really inexpensive. For people who are doing essential oil businesses, they would be more than happy to provide something, you know, simple like that. It's about, I would say it's about 5 mils of the oil itself to be able to rub on. So it's got a little roller on it or whatever. So, you know, think about your clients, think about the people in your universe, think about your friends, think about local businesses, you know, what it is that they can also throw in and help and provide to be able to really mac out your welcome packs, all right? Because people love free, tangible shit. It's that simple, all right? And it's you know, low cost, high value. And that's what we want in a challenge. Low cost, high value, you know, getting people the results and, you know, putting in the efforts and the accountability and the motivation. Low cost, you know, because we don't want to be breaking our bank. High value, because people are like, hell yes, I want a 20% discount so that I can go and buy some, you know, L-carnitine so that I can, you know, lose weight or whatever. Of course I'll take that. Or yes, I want to, you know, de-stress, give me some essential oils or whatever. Some other really great ideas, good old Kmart. You know, next time you're at Kmart at midnight and you think you're there shopping for, you know, storage ideas or household decorations, put your business hat on and go and see what you can find that might be really amazing to throw into a welcome pack. I know that you know, somewhere like Kmart actually has gratitude journals these days, as well as exercise, you know, journals and health journals and stuff like that. Really inexpensive. I've seen them from anywhere, I think from $3 to $5. All right. So, you know, you can get a lot of little different bits and pieces, throw it all in, try and get some freebies from the people around you, other healthcare professionals, people doing their little side hustles and things like that, discount vouchers from supplement stores, so that, you can buy a few bigger items or seemingly bigger items, high value, low cost, and throw them in there as well. So something like a gratitude journal is really nice. And as I said, I know Kmart has had them in the past and probably, are churning them out all the time, or exercise trackers and stuff like that as well. All right, so what a great thing, for $3 to $5 per person. Okay, again, you can do, if you want it to be a little bit higher priced, if you're doing a higher priced challenge, then potentially, actually, I'm going to change that in a minute. You can put in something like a towels, a branded towel, with your logo on it, because obviously that's nice to have branding, or a branded bottle. No, I don't have anywhere. People often ask me this. They go, do you know anywhere that's really good where I can get that sort of stuff branded? There are places all over the place, and I find that their prices change all the time, and you definitely want to buy them in bulk. If any of you guys have some great people to recommend, you're more than welcome to tag them, write them in the bottom of this message to share with other people. But where I find the mistake that a lot of trainers make is that they forget, or they don't think about, needing a welcome pack. That seems to be something to think about way down the end, like, okay, we're getting closer to the day. I probably should, throw a welcome pack together, right? The welcome pack should be, you should have some idea of what needs to happen with the welcome pack before you have even started advertising, all right? It is so important that you have planning and preparation time before you even launch your challenge, because you want to make sure that you're thinking about things like this. Like I just said to you, yeah, these are $5, but at the end of the day, you don't want that coming off your bottom line. You're putting in your efforts, and your efforts are worth, immense amounts of money, right? So you don't want to be eating into your own, I don't want to use the word profit, because profit sounds like it's money on top of, right? Whereas you're actually utilizing your time, your effort, your care. Challenges take a lot more time, effort, care, than just doing exercise. I know that sounds really awful, but I don't mean that offensively. What I mean by that is that, it's a bit next level. We're having to, keep our eyes on people a little bit extra, even if it's 25% extra than we normally would with our exercise programs and stuff like that. Challenges do take more effort, more time, more care. And so we want to make sure that you're valuing your time, your care, your efforts. Does that make sense? You don't want to be eating out of that, those dollars, all right? So for me, when I used to run challenges, I actually, as part of, my challenge fees, there was a $50 joining fee to join the challenge, all right? So it was $50 plus $25 a week, not like that's excluding exercise. That's just a general price I'm throwing out there. So it was like $50 joining fee, $25 extra per week for the duration of the program, right? That $50 was actually my printing costs. Okay, printing and a few other things that came along with, running the challenge. It was not my my time, my efforts, my care. I just knew, because I had planned these things out way in advance, that, I'd costed out these things. I went, okay, to print up a bunch of these, how much is that going to cost me, each one of these? Because the idea, as much as I said that people, love free tangible stuff, and it's good to be able to get as much, free, high value, low cost stuff as you possibly can to throw into that welcome kit. If there are other items that you are purchasing, like drink bottles, like towels, like gratitude journals, or like printing, this manual, I can tell you, probably costs about $20 to print. It's almost the same as buying a book, basically, all right? So we need to make sure that that sort of stuff is factored into our prices to begin with, okay? So you're putting that price back on your clientele. That's not mean, that's business. I know that sounds really odd, but that's business, all right? And you want to price out, and pricing of a challenge is a whole other, conversation on its own, but you want to make sure that you're thinking about these things way in in advance and you're putting the pricing into your original pricing and offer, so that once you start to launch, you've already factored in all those sorts of things. All right, does that make sense, everyone? So nutrition plans, food guides, essential oils, puka tea. I suggest this one. It's one of the best that I know around. What else did I say? Drink bottles, gratitude journals, exercise diaries, vouchers from every local business you can possibly attack, from massage people to some of your clients will have local businesses. Could be a bookkeeper, who knows? All right, maybe they want to throw in a flyer or a voucher or a little discount or something like that. Let them, it helps to build that community vibe as well. And it's nice, and you don't know what people are going to value more. What else did I say? Fizz sticks, supplements, attack supplement stores, attack them. You just walk in there and say, hello, my name is, all right? That's all I used to do, was walk in and say, hi, my name's Skye. I'm actually from blah, blah, blah gym down the road. We're running a challenge coming up. I should have about 20, 30, 40, whatever it was, challenges. I'm just wondering if you guys want to donate any samples or a discount voucher or something like that. Supplement stores love to do that, all right? And be sure to also attack any of your other local friends, family, clients and stuff like that, as I said, who have little side hustles and things like oils or other products, because they will be more than happy to throw things in as well. So I hope you found this information really interesting, and it's just helped to kind of get those creative juices flowing. If you've got other ideas, please pop them into the comments. If you've done anything else in the past yourself, please pop them in there. Like I said, the oil, essential oil one was not my idea. It's not something I've done before, but I thought it was amazing. I went, yes, that is perfect. How good is that? So I'm always open to hear your ideas as well. The collective wisdom is the most amazing thing, so please share with other people. We're not in competition with one another. We're all here, in an amazing industry to be able to help our clientels from our own angles, and that is totally fine and amazing. All right. Now I did want to mention one more thing, which is, if you've loved this information, this is a tiny portion of what it is that I'm actually offering coming up in an amazing mentoring program. It's called the Challenge Your Limits mentoring program. We're kicking off in a couple of weeks' time, but people are already signed up and doing prep work, which is amazing. It's going to be all about how to run impactful challenges from the pre-preparation stage all the way to the end. We're also going to talk about a lot of amazing business information and stuff like that too, how to run a successful business, because the way that I look at it is we need to make sure that we've got those sorts of processes and structure in place first, before we can then, run an impactful challenge. You want to make sure that you've got amazing structure around your business. You're ticking things over amazingly. You've got processes and things like that in place. Sounds like a lot of boring business words, but I promise you it's totally relevant, amazing content and stuff, information coming your way. So if you've enjoyed today, as I said, this is probably, 1/10 of the information, not even 1/10 that you would be getting in the Challenge Your Limits mentoring program. So if you are interested, please, feel free to message me through Messenger, or just write hell yeah in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to, to contact you, send you a few little bits and pieces and details, and go from there. So thanks so much, guys. Hope it's been helpful. Love talking to you as always. Don't mind my, amazing clockwork orange face that I've got going on right now. Hopefully that'll sort itself out soon enough. All right, guys. Bye.